I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. Have I mentioned that I'm terrible at this? Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Yes, we're back. What happened? Well, I am stupid. Yeah, that's what happened. I mean, what do you want me to say? It is what it is. I'm never gonna change. The sound's on, right? Ah, great. How's the sound? I know it's not very good, but is it too bad? I tried to take care of the echo a little bit. It's probably not too good yet. Well, I suppose that's not too bad then. Let me see if I can reduce the echo a bit. Is the echo a bit better? I closed the curtains, that usually helps. Good. Oh, I've got a headache. Oh. All right. So, I was thinking that today I would look at some work that I've done, hell, almost 10 years ago. Like my, as I call her, my chibi Manda. Ooh, the headache's not gonna help. Damn. It had to be today. I had to get a headache today because, of course, it couldn't be another day. So, I've done this one. I've done this one as well. Oh, damn it. Wow, this one is from 2014. It's not bad. And this one, honestly, this is surprisingly good. In my opinion. I don't know. How did it turn out this way? I think it looks really good. More water, well. You know, I'm just going to go and make it worse and drink more black tea because that's what I do. Honestly, this one, I'm not going to touch it. I think it's good as it is. But maybe this one. Oh, I always end up doing this. Although I'm not sure today is the best day to be drawing. I'm kind of shaky. But I don't know. We'll see. Can I set this as reference? I still don't really know how to work with Procreate. How do I do this? Ah, right. Nah. Ah, Jesus. Maybe as an image. Sure. I think even worse than usual. Oh, to look at that. Okay. Okay. Keep the technical pencil. Maybe a blue. All right. Anatomy. In case it's not obvious, I know nothing about it. So, yeah. Best to sketch. Kind of like this. So. About here, and maybe her feet will come here. Grey's Anatomy was the reference material back in my day. Isn't that a show about romantic drama in a hospital or something? Oh. I see someone was affected. It's not my kind of thing. That is true. That's true. An American could literally take anything and find a way to put a romance in there. Oh, it used to be a book. I mean, I've never watched the show, but, well, what was the book like? Was it very different from the show? Wait, so... Wait. Are you telling me... Are you telling me they made a drama TV show out of an anatomy book? No, because that's the only thing I know. That's named Grey's Anatomy. So I'm kind of stuck there. Right. So there's a book called Grey's Anatomy that's about actual anatomy. Oh. That's kind of... I don't like that. Yeah. When it comes to what I've seen of anatomy, it seems a lot of people who get into art these days are choosing to just... Ah, God. Come on. Help me out. But anyway, they are choosing to just ignore anatomy. And whenever you criticize them and go like, hey, this head looks a bit weird, their go-to sentence is, it's a stylistic choice. And, you know, there is a stylistic choice, and then there's, you know, not studying what you're working on. Yeah, but... I can't accept that. Because if all art is making me feel, like if I'm looking at a piece of art and all I'm feeling is, wow, this is horrible quality. How is this called art at all? You know, I don't think it's the right... You know, art should make you feel things, but not in the sense of, wow, this artist really slacked, right? It should make us... whatever. Is what it is. Yeah. I feel like that a lot, but then I go like, but who am I to tell someone that they're not, you know, doing their art well? And then the other side goes like, well, they put their art, they expose it in public, So it is up for scrutiny. And they chose that. But I'll tell you what really makes me angry about some artists, and when I say artists now, I'm not talking about just, drawings and painting. I'm also talking about writers. I don't think these people understand the difference between constructive criticism and bullying. Like, if someone turns to me right now and tells me, "Wow, that anatomy is horrible," I'll tell her, I'll answer right back, yeah, 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 it is, because I'm just. I think I'm gonna trace my sketch and see how that goes. To see, like, what lines I actually made. Like, I think the head is way too big for a chibi, in my opinion. Let's see. Okay. Huh. Well, that was actually not terrible. But I think if we made it more like this. Yeah. You know, the anatomy could be worse. Could be worse. Obviously, it's not realistic, it's chibi, but it's not too bad. But yeah. Wow. I couldn't draw a circle if my life depended on it. Yeah, I know chibi heads are meant to be massive, but I think this is a bit too much. Just a little too much. Like, let me see. Da, 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 da. No, wait. Sorry. See if I can just trace her, which is just a great idea. Okay. Maybe. Maybe more like that. See, I think that's more proportional. I think that looks better. It's slight, but I think it's more proportional to her overall chibi body. Yeesh. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But just because I think the anatomy, especially her hips over here, is pretty good. Mind you, I never actually studied anatomy, and I think this looks rather good. More vivid color. Okay. So, it was kind of like that. Yeah. I was trying to think more on the few guides I've seen to draw bodies. They usually try to help us position it in like 3D, right? Like this. Oh, they are. Oh my god, are you going to make me really go out and look for skeletons? Okay, so the hips kind of like, so I know they flare out, like that. I know, that's incredible. What are you talking about? That's the best pelvis you've ever seen in your life. Okay, let me go look. Okay. All right. So, oh, no. So it's kind of like I'm always activating the eraser. Mm, mm, like here. I still think her hips turned out pretty good. Like, especially for someone who had no idea what she was doing and still doesn't. So, oh my god, I'm not going to be able to draw that the other half accurately. Uh, it goes a bit higher. Yeah, I know they come more from right because technically, right? I mean, it's not well placed, but you know. Yeah, it comes about here. Oh, man. This is tricky. Yeah, because her hips aren't straight. Like she's kind of like pushing out her bum a little bit. So, so technically, I put, because I kind of put the hip bones kind of like here, right? If we give it like a very, huh? Right. So technically, that's actually not too far off. Her right leg or like which right leg? This one, her right leg. Yeah, 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 I know. It would, so maybe it would come out a bit more, wouldn't it? Or am I wrong? Right, right. Because then it comes kind of like that. Hmm. Tricky. That is tricky. Huh. Yeah, this is a difficult position to draw. right? Because like the femur comes out a little bit. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Then that means that this hip has to come out a bit more, right? Otherwise, she's just gonna be like, Yeah, indeed. This here is very tricky. I'm sure there's a ton of things. Right, because people really don't think about this, but when you are in this pose, the muscle kind of comes out. So it makes this sort of, it makes that thing. And we kind of don't think about that. Yeah. Right. Human bodies. Oh, weird things. I have no idea how to draw this leg actually. Oh, this is really, really tricky. It doesn't look good. It just gives out that feeling that it's just wrong. It's wrong. Okay, I think this here is a bit lower. Yeah, because I'm not angling it the right way. Right, because this is a bit of foreshortening. She's sticking her leg to the front. So, I mean, a bit more like that. Her knee would be somewhere here. That. This way it wouldn't protrude quite as much. How about that? I mean, at this point, I may as well just try to do anatomy studies, which honestly would be fantastic for me. Huh, okay. Right then. Let's start a new one. Sure, that's fine. Okay. Oh, sorry if you heard that. I just hit my desk. I have some anatomy images right here in front of me. Should we do a quick Google search? Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Just look at this question. How is this the first question? Are male and female human skeletons different? My God, like, I get it. Ask questions. But my God, the obvious answer is yes. Oh. Honestly, I think if I write Grey's Anatomy book, I will be seeing at the very least 90% of images from the show. And you know that as well as I do. I like this kind of one. But just show me a simple one. Okay. I don't know if I trust it. Yeah, this is the one I was seeing in my screen. Okay. Sure. Great. All of the collections. People are going to start thinking that I'm a serial killer. But then again, they already did with all the writers' research. Can I insert an image? What is it? Ay, 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 ay. I mean, I'm trying. Can you tell I'm new to all this? Sure. That's great. No. Ah, good. Thank you. Okay. I think... Oh, why do I do this? We're going to keep it simple. And I'm just going to do the front one. My Apple Pencil was kind of losing its charge. I have no idea how much it has as of right now. Let's... Hi. Yes. Right. Oh, why do I do this to myself? Right. It only took 10 years. All right. So, anatomy and stuff and things. This is going to be painful, but it's also going to be very rewarding if eventually I become decent at it. And then I come back to see how much I've grown. Hopefully we will grow. just so you can see the title, because that's the most important part, as you all know. So, she's also kind of sticking out a hip to the side. Yeah, it's just kind of inverted. It's true. I didn't even notice that. I don't even know how to start with this. So the head, the chin ends up about here. So what I've noticed is that the hips fall pretty much the center of the body, right? Not the pelvis, right? The shoulders and the waist are about half of that, and the knees about here. Huh. All right. Oh, don't demand too much of me right now. I'm just starting. Maybe I'll measure it by the shoulders instead of head. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes, I know that. I know about the flipping the sketch. Because it gives you a new perspective. Things that might look right will, you know, if they aren't right, it will be obvious. I know that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the good old drawing over it. That's really what I should have been doing from the start. No. because this helps train that muscle memory. At least so I've heard from artists. Oh, no. So I'm gonna give it a try. And then when I feel ready, I'll try it on my own. Let's see. I hope Twitch doesn't flag me because there's a hint of genitalia in the image. Okay, fine. I'll have to censor this. Ah, the poor girl. Sorry. Some people don't understand the difference between studying anatomy and porn. Yeah, so. Yeah, or, wait. Pretty much all the artists I've seen trying to, teach you how to get better at anatomy, they say trace over it. Yeah, trace because it works your as at least it's what they say, your muscle memory, right? And I mean, I believe it. How do I work on the opacity? My God, I know nothing about this program. No? No. Maybe a mask? No. Ah, it was right here. Okay. Although I don't think that talks about the opacity of the image. You know, the whole subverting expectations thing. I don't think it's all it's made out to be. Oh my God, how do you do this? I'll just try to erase it very lightly. Okay. The spine is much thicker than I thought. So it really comes deep. Like, and it makes sense because as you grow old, this bit of the cheek starts sinking in. Careful what you say in the chat, please. Well, you think it's okay. Personally, I don't mind it. But I'm not the one who sets the rules. You know what I mean. Personally, I think talking about these things is a good thing. Regardless of the opinion one has, you know, discussing things is good. But not everyone thinks that way. And as much as I hate it, we have to abide by the laws of our overlords. Ah, yes, yes. It's true. But yeah, let's not get into that. You know what doing this is making me want to do, which is actually a pretty good thing when you think about it. I mean, if my ignorance allows me, it's making me want to, which I will eventually do, obviously, but it's making me want to draw each side of the skeleton, each part of the skeleton individually, and like really, really learn the intricacies. You know, sometimes I think that artists know almost as much anatomy as medical students. And when I say artists, I mean like good artists, good character artists. Because I see some people with such incredible knowledge, it's insane. Like, I don't even know the name of what I'm drawing right now. What is it? Like, it's the coccyx? Something in my mind is telling me that's the name, but I'm probably wrong. Do you model your own skeletons? I imagine you have, at least at some point. Yes, I got that, but have you ever modeled any of them? Like, so no human skeletons. You've never modeled a human skeleton. Oof. I'm really gonna need a painkiller very soon. You should try it. Well, that's not the same thing. So basically just make the bones a bit wider. Speaking of 3D modeling, how is your video game project coming along? I know I should have given you some bit of lore by now, but I haven't even been working on my personal stories. It's just, yeah. The one we were working on together. I can say the name. I don't know if you want to share or not. Well, I'm gonna say it. Crypt Witch. The one we sort of have that working title. Well, I have no idea if it had pipes or not. No. It was the one about, I think you were really pushing this idea of like the daughters of Lilith or something, which I really, I'm going to be perfectly honest, I'm not very fond of the idea. It just doesn't sound very interesting to me. It's something that's already been done, and I don't know, maybe I'm just weird, but I don't find it all that interesting. Boomer Shooter. That's the first I've heard of it. What do you mean, Boomer Shooter? So you haven't. I can't blame you. I haven't either. I mean, I've tried. But like I said, I haven't even been able to work on my personal stuff. Right. I remember the idea was to make it an FPS. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to go for a bit and look for a painkiller. And I will be right back, okay? Actually, I think I may even take a bit of a break. The thing is, I don't know how to. I don't have like a be back soon or whatever screen. So, you know, you guys are just gonna have to wait. I'm sorry. Now, painkiller. If I find it. don't think I have one. Well, it is what it is. Hello, I'm back, and I didn't find a painkiller. Yeah, I am aware that Leonardo da Vinci studied anatomy extensively. I've seen, obviously, the image everyone has seen. Though, I will confess, I forgot the name of the piece. Ah, Vitruvian. Oh, yeah, I don't like this pencil. I really didn't want to cut the stream short because I wanted to try and make a really big one. But the reality is that I am in pain. I actually am. And I'm a bit shaky as well. But it feels a bit like, going back on my word, I mean, I know not a lot of people are watching. I mean, you are pretty much the only one. But still, no, if I felt like I couldn't go on, like I would cut the stream short. But I'm still talking to you, and like it doesn't hurt too bad. I have mint infusion. Does that do anything? I don't think I'm gonna go out and look for any sort of tree. Hmm. I'm fine. Yeah. Why drink more water when I can make the problem worse and keep drinking black tea? I mean, what do you think I am? Logical? Oh, don't tease me. Oh yes, I know. That's why I said, why drink more water when I can make the problem worse? Like I am perfectly aware that my tea addiction does not help my migraines. With until like a few months ago, I used to go like, oh no, migraine, it sounds too serious. I literally had to have a doctor tell me, no, those are migraines. that's not that's not just a headache. Uh, Look, I am very man-like when it comes to my health. I will probably die of something that could have been perfectly fixed or whatever if I had just gone to the doctor. Okay? Like, it is what it is. Oh, that's is that a general sign that you're about to get a migraine, or really just yours more rare? Because I don't think I have yawned more than usual. Oh, I never noticed. I'll try to pay attention and see if I yawn a lot for a migraine. No, it's going to be tricky trying to draw this without tracing it. all connected. Yeah, migraines aren't great. They are particularly terrible in places with a lot of light. But what can I say? I really need to start preparing these streams better. The problem is I panic. And when I panic, I do nothing. And then the time of the stream comes and I'm like, oh, oh, I have to do it. Doesn't matter if I don't have a plan. And so it gets complicated. But hey, I think yeah, I know planning is everything. It helps a lot. I think what makes it more difficult for me to plan is I'm not really sure what to do, right? I'm just a bit lost. But, you know, I think after this, we will probably get into anatomy studies. So I think the next stream is going to be that. And I will probably pick a specific part of the skeleton to start practicing. I think I might start with the head. Because you may get the body proportions a bit wrong, and people will still, you know, kind of like, yeah, okay, but the face looks good. But if the face looks bad, it, at least to me, it ruins it ruins the entire piece. If the face looks bad, yeah, and because I, you know, I really want to draw my own characters and all that. Oh, the ringing in the ears has started. Wonderful. Yeah, I think I might actually have to cut the stream short. My hands are really starting to shake. Ah, and it really is hurting. But I feel so bad. I usually always hit like 2 hours, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that today. Of all days, to get a migraine, it's streaming day. Of course. Oh, but the plan was 4 hours. And I didn't even do anything. Okay. Oh. Yeah. The moment I changed to this new pencil, the lines look a bit crisper. Yeah. That one looks very interesting. Yeah, but all right. Yeah, I think that's the plan. She's a cute boat lady. I started on this one the other day, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I was thinking maybe Hope, you know, my story Hope, mine and Sean's, of course, could be a drawing of the desert, or this could be Etta, Violetta. And on this one that I've been working on the last few streams, someone told me that the hair looks better in blue. And, you know, because it's going to go on a bag, I think I agree. What do you think? Do you think it looks better in blue or purple? Ah, right. To contrast. Yeah, that's true. If the headphones are more yellow or orange or something, it will help. Wait. Well, yeah, either blue or purple will work, but I think I agree with the blue. I think it looks better. I think I will go with blue. Yeah, yeah. Let's have a look at the headphones then. I mean, I did paint them black. So, a purple usually contrasts very well with yellows. It's not a color combination I'm too fond of, except when the yellow is, when there's not a lot of it. Ah. How do I get rid of the brush strokes? She has so many. it's just going over it. Ah. I don't know. I think a 3D render on top of this, given that it's such a, you know, cartoony look. Yes, that's what I was thinking. It won't look right. Uh, Probably, but I'm clueless, so I had no idea that you studied product design. For some reason, I can't imagine you actually doing that. Sounds a bit too boring for you. I mean, could be wrong, but I really can't picture you doing that. True, true. I I know I'm quite decent at writing, for example, but my god, is it like pulling teeth? It's marketing. I am absolutely terrible when it comes to that. And what's worse is that because I aim to work in more artistic fields. You know, these days you can't just be a writer. You can't just be a musician. You have to be a marketing expert. You know what? That's really how it should be. Like, you know, everything else, all these things are just getting in the way. I'm gonna become a gardener. You know? So as they say, that is a power move. That, and you also like the work, right? Oh, please. Changing the world. Why would you want to change the world? You know, it will inevitably end. And all these changes people have made to the world will be gone. And then what are we going to be left with? Nothing. Just live in it. It's good enough. They seem too bright. The headphones, I mean. I was thinking of making the cushions a bit more orange. Like this part here. Ah, there you are. Do tell us, why is it that orange doesn't exist? Enlighten me. Yeah, she looks better in orange. Well, maybe brown is what doesn't exist. Have you thought about that? Maybe brown is just orange with lower saturation. I'll just replace it. Think about something else in the future. Maybe a blue. Okay. Oh. Ah, of course. Okay. Oh, it looks pretty much the same. All right, I accept the suggestion. Thank you. You know what's going to be difficult? Painting this with acrylic paint, not cheap acrylic paints on this bag. Now that will be difficult. What? What does it remind you of? Well, I'm going to pretend that I know who that is. Czech painter and illustrator. What? The Art Nouveau guy. Huh, I wish. No, he's way too good. That's not gonna happen. Also, it's really not a style that I'm aiming for. I like looking at it, but I don't want to make art like this. Well, I just felt like it would be, kind of empty without anything in here. So it needed the curl. It just needed it. Well, I don't know what else to do. Mm. This piece, I really want to... When I become, like, really good at anatomy, now this is what I want to work on. Not that anyone will get the reference, because this is a scene from a fanfic that I never actually wrote, only outlined. And you see, I really like the curly thing. I really like those curves. I pretty much put them everywhere. It just doesn't feel complete to me. I just think they add a little something. So if she was looking this way, it wouldn't even be profile because she'd have to be the girl from The Exorcist. Lower. Yeah, that's the idea. Oh, no. Oh, poor girl. Yeah, I could just be kind to myself and choose to start drawing with easy poses. But no, 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 I can't. Why, you ask? I have no idea. Is it, I don't know. And then the positioning on the face, like the features. It's so hard for me. I have no idea what I'm doing. So her ear would be like here. Where in the hell does one put the eye? Yeah, in this pose, there's no way that we are seeing her full profile. She would have to be twisting her neck in an insane angle. Like, nah, it just doesn't work. Then, how would her other shoulder fall? No, we wouldn't be able to, because like I said, and that's why this angle is tricky, because we are not seeing her actual profile, right? Her hair, her, her head is angled more like that, right? So her face isn't turned like this way, it's turned more like that way, and she's just giving us the side eye. So we would not see her left eye at all, not even like the eyelashes or anything of that sort. That's why it's tricky. You know what my issue is? I have all these ideas and I can't find a reference for them. Because this would be much easier if I could just copy from a reference. But I can't find it. Yeah, and now figuring out that other shoulder. Now that's... I mean, she would be kind of like hunching a little bit. But we would seem more like that. Button more, as in more. Okay. Wouldn't be quite so much. So ooh. Okay. I may not have wanted to cut the stream short, but my Apple Pencil Pro is actually running out of battery. And so is my iPad, apparently. I mean, we didn't make it to... Where's the charging? We didn't make it to 4 hours. We made it to 2.5, but That's not too bad, especially with a migraine. I really can't complain. Yeah, there's no space in there for her shoulder. But I'm just like, I have to keep going. I want to keep going, but no, this is not the position she's in. So she is like this. Yeah, that's more accurate. Yeah. So I'm actually going to go. My iPad's out of battery. My Apple Pencil Pro is dying. And I still have a headache. So, yeah, I'm going to end it here. Okay. Thank you very much for coming to the stream and chatting with me. It was lovely as always. And I'll see you next stream. All right. How do I end this?